Hey everybody, welcome back to Corcoran's Boxing, our online training component for the club. Before I encourage people, get criticisms, give me some critiques, and reach out to me if there's anything that you'd like to work on, whether it be a specific drill, just some combinations. Anything. So Spencer has reached out to me and he's wanted to know how to develop some speed for boxing. So anybody who's followed my amateur career and subsequently my pro career will know that one of my strong points was not speed. However, I can tell you firsthand, as an opponent of various fighters that have had a great deal of speed, it's the all equalizer. It's such a key, and particularly in the amateur game where it's a point-based system. So what we're going to work on today is we're going to do the first part of the component of the video is going to work on trying to develop some speed as we shadow box. So for the purposes of the video and the easy transition onto the heavy bag, I'm going to use my bag gloves while I shadow box, which anybody who has some equipment at home or gloves at home and has a heavy bag, there's by no means anything wrong with doing your shadow boxing with bag gloves on. A little extra weight, you don't know, you don't really realize it, but it does start to develop your shoulder strength and your endurance. And if nothing else, sometimes helps put you in the sort of the boxing mode, the mentality once you strap the gloves on. So here we go. So first and foremost, same thing, whatever you're working on in boxing is all about footwork, okay? So that base still has to be there. Remember that line down the middle that we always work on? Those are members of our club know that base is, and it's important with the speed too. If your feet are together or you're too narrow, just try. You can't get the power of the pop out there. So get that base down. That's 60-40, okay? And hands up, and that punch. It's coming from here, no dip, either way, out and back, okay? Equally important is that speed going out, is the speed coming back. It's pointless to throw a good, fast jab out if you're not defensive minded coming back. You'll get countered, okay? So it's important to go out and just as fast back, nice and straight. Again, a key learning point, the quickest way between 2 points is that straight line. So that arm, if you're in front of the mirror, can't be flared out, okay? Straight. It feels uncomfortable. I know when I was making that adjustment under the pro and Coach Mikey was working on me, I used to have a tendency to flare that elbow out, which caused a little bit of a delay or the distance between 2 points when I held my arm back, okay? The other thing that if I'm doing that, quite often that's a tell, all right? Pointless to work on really good speed when every time I go to throw a jab, I'm doing something like this, which is telling my opponent that I'm going to throw the jab, so they're going to be ready for it, okay? What you want to do with the speed is straight down that middle, okay? This is our defensive stance, all right? Every gym teaches the same, the hands up, there's some variations, but you want to try to get between your opponents. Hands, all right? So, 60-40, use the back foot to drive that engine, okay? And utilize the opposite side. If you're a southpaw, you're going to use the right. Pop and see how twist that? Twist, fast twitch, all right? Another really, really key component, and again, referring back to myself where I have a tendency of being tight, if you just try to throw it if you're tight, it won't work the same. So nice and relaxed. This is one where you can kind of let the form go if you need, and just, okay? Breathe each time, nice and relaxed. If you're tight, you won't throw as it won't come out as quick. Keep that form. Don't break the form to throw the speed. All right? I hope that kind of shows what you want to work on. The other thing is to develop the speed off the start, when you first start out, don't throw a whole bunch of combinations. Just work on the jab or the 1-2. 1-2. Nice and quick. 1-2. Take a little break. 1-2. Okay? If you're going to the body, it's the same. You can do it with a step and without a step. If you see my feet, if I'm trying to work on a quick jab, not long steps. Okay? Very short step. I'm pushing with that back foot, and that jab's coming out. Chin to shoulder. Right hand up. As that foot hits the ground, pop that shoulder. You still want somebody at the end of the punch, whether it be the head or the stomach. Okay? Right into the stomach. Right into the head. Speed. Okay? So the next, what we'll do is we'll transition over to heavy bag. Alright? And you get that nice snap on that punch. Again, nice cracking, working a double jab. Jab the head, right to the body. See those hands? Hopefully they're coming right back to the head. Alright? The other thing you can do once you get that on is you can add some feints into it, where you're getting your opponent to either cover up, alright? Usually if you feint the jab, and then pop it. Just a slight delay. You'll catch them like this. They don't feel the initial jab coming in. They'll drop the hands, and then you pop it in. So it looks something like this. Okay. Again, work on that. Work on that with your regular shadow boxing. So you'll be moving around shadow boxing. Okay, throwing in regular combinations, and then just take a couple times. Again, don't leech, don't lean, don't follow your punch. Keep that up. Remember, like there's a rod to the top of your head and out to your butt. Not leaning. Twist. Turn those feet over. Get that hip rotation. Okay? You're going to work on that. Do that over and over and over again until you see yourself getting quicker. Another good tip that I haven't talked about in many of the other videos, and I do quite often, is videotape yourself. Okay? Not just to see if your speed's developing, but your fundamentals. A lot of times, how you look at yourself in the mirror, if you're videoing over the side, you'll see that maybe how you're dropping stuff, or you're not extending the arm. To here, that looks like I've extended the arm, but from another angle, I haven't. So, if you can, videotape yourself. Take a look at yourself later on, and you'd be surprised the little bad habits that you start to pick up on. And again, if you don't fix them, as I've always said, they transition from your shadow boxing, over to the bag. Whether it be, an example is every time I throw my jab, I'm bringing my hand down. Well, if I haven't fixed it, then when I go into spar, that's where it becomes very obvious. Okay. Down here every time. It's hard to change it, especially in the middle of a sparring match or God forbid in the middle of a fight, right? Because you haven't conditioned your shoulder to stay up that high. So that's just one. I hope that helps out, Spencer. I hope that's good. Again, guys, if you'd like, you can even videotape yourself shadowboxing and send it to me, and I can take a look at it. And by all means, if I can't get the answer, I'll look and get an answer for any questions, okay? There are lots of good people out there to follow. I mean, anybody who knows me knows I'm always watching videos to learn, training videos, past fights. This is one of my favorites, Bo Holyfield, #2. So again, I appreciate it. Hope everybody's staying busy, and